I guess I'll start this video. Um, I've been back from Australia for 6 weeks, something like that. I've had a really terrible day today in regards to my mental health. I saw my crisis doctor this morning. And then I saw the work psychiatrist this afternoon. I still don't really feel like I'm being heard, but I also think that's probably because of the way I'm relaying what I feel or think or whatever it is. I can't get this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, as you might know, I've had some issues adjusting to life back in the UK since leaving Australia at the end of January. I took an overdose 4 days after I arrived here. It's more of a cry for help than a serious overdose attempt, a serious suicide attempt, although as I've been informed, I was fortunate, or I was sensible or whatever enough to contact emergency services when I did. I was released to Basildon Crisis Team, and for about 3 weeks felt like I was on a hamster wheel, just going round and round and round, and the emotion, like just repeating the same thing over and over again. Again, felt like no one was listening. Saw a psychiatrist with them. It felt like we were butting heads. I was getting very frustrated. Again, thinking no one was hearing me. So I asked to see another one. He didn't really do anything, to be honest. And then, but the thing here in the UK is that, yeah, they all agree, all medical professionals agree I've got borderline personality disorder, but they're not sure if I've got bipolar type 2, despite being diagnosed with that in Sydney by two psychiatrists. One I spent nearly a year seeing. So it kind of confuses me a bit. Then I come and stay at my best friend's house, and I go from like a level 5. I number my depressive feelings from 0 to 10, and 10 being happy, 0 being crisis, and I was probably around a 5. And then for some reason I had this very impulsive reaction when I went to bed, and I was like, I decided I did not want to wake up in the morning, which is not unusual. I feel like that every day, pretty much, and I think about committing suicide every day. But I don't plan it, and I don't really. The only time I act out on it is by impulse. So I took. I got out of bed. I lied in bed wishing that I wasn't going to wake up in the morning, but I knew full well that I was. So I got out of bed, I did some chain smoking, I put the cigarettes out on my arm. I'll show you, because I'm not really holding the which way we go? Oh, I don't know, whatever. There you go. So I put cigarettes out on my arm, hoping to bring me back to the present, which it did not. I walked out, I emptied my AM, PM pills, took the whole lot, nearly a week's worth, and walked down the road, walked past my friend Caroline's house. Her front light was on, I didn't knock. I remember vividly looking and not knocking, and then I like it was robotic. It was impulsive. It was robotic. All I was thinking was, I'm going to the bridge and I'm going to jump off the bridge into the Thames. I got to the bridge. I climbed over the railings and looked down. And like a switch, this robotic part of me stopped, and maybe the human side of me clicked into place, and I sorry, I'm not comfortable. I climbed back over and I called for an ambulance. I'd taken quite a lot of medication, a different combination to what my usual cocktail is. And I was admitted for 2 days in hospital. Anyway, that was 3 weeks ago. And so I've been under the care of West Middlesex Hospital since, with the crisis team. I see this junior psychiatrist every Monday. I see this crisis team every other day. And I still don't really feel like I'm being heard. I also still feel like I'm not explaining myself very well. I feel a lot of things actually. Today, like I was told that I'm probably going to go back on. So basically, they said to stop all medication completely, and then so I have. I've been in a state of depression now for 5 weeks, and I'm slowly sinking lower and lower. Like I'm at a number 1 right now. I started the day probably on a 2, I think. A lot's happened. Well, I feel like a lot's happened today, but that's just in my head, I guess. And I went to my appointment this morning. Was told I'd probably get put back on to antidepressants. I've never ever planned to commit suicide. I've only ever acted on impulse. With the overdoses, knowing the mixture, the combination, it could do some damage. Obviously, I'm still here talking. The outcome of that thing today was that I'll probably go back on antidepressants and then be discharged to a GP when I get one here locally. And I don't know if that's just... I mean, obviously it's the way the NHS works. It's really different to my experience from in Australia, in Sydney, where I really did feel like I was heard, and I grew a rapport with my psychiatrist. I mean, I spent practically a year with her, and my other psychiatrist when I was in hospital for 4 weeks. To be told that I'll just be put on medication, on antidepressants, and then sent to my GP, and that's as far as their involvement's going to be, it kind of scares me, because I am impulsive and I'm not in a good place. And I'm doing everything I can to get out of this place that I'm in. No, I just feel like I'm doing the right things, and I'm not really. Well, maybe I am, but I there's something not clicking into place, and I'm so lost. So then, anyway, I had to go to the work psychiatrist today. She was pretty abrupt, and well, you know, I would consider her to be a little bit rude, but that's neither here nor there really. But ultimately, she has told me that I'm not fit to work, that I need to be more stable. I haven't been stable for a long time. probably the only time I was probably stable for was my 4 week stay in hospital last year. I haven't been I'm depressive stable. Like I'm in this depression that is stable, I guess, or not really, because I keep thinking about suicide and I keep thinking about this is my time to go. Like I don't really belong anymore to this world, and I don't belong to anything. And then to be told all I want to do is get back into a routine, all I want to do is get back into work and just start living my life, and then I'm told that I'm not fit to go back to work, and I don't know what that means for me because I'm on a career break, and because I'm on a career break, it means I still am employed by by my employer, but not being paid, and I can't work for anyone else in the UK. But that means I also can't claim benefits, and I can't. So how do I get my money without asking people? Without I don't. I just don't understand how I need. I don't understand any of it, and so I was so upset and disappointed when I was told that I was not fit for work, and that could prolong my return to to work, and I don't know what that means for me. And I took a walk back from Richmond. I probably spent about 15 minutes looking over the bridge, over the water. I'm just questioning everything, reading stuff in the press of, the relatively high profile suicide case of that guy from Love Island, which is really sad. And I just keep thinking about my friends and family, and it's not about the love. Like, love is not enough. I know my friends and family love me, and I love them dearly. It's just not enough to commit to. I don't know. It's just not enough to get me out of this. I want to feel happy. I want to feel joy. I want to feel excitement. I want to feel the good stuff, and I haven't felt that in such a long time, and it's questioning me. I'm like lost. Coming back to the UK, was that the best decision for me? It doesn't matter really, because here I am anyway. Should I have gone to Australia in the first place? Should I? Would I? Could I? Whatever. And as ridiculous as it sounds, I'm thinking about all these things, and I'm thinking about this, like, how I would go and whatever. And then I think about, oh God, I can't go until the Game of Thrones season 8 is over, because then I'll die not knowing who ultimately succeeds onto the Iron Throne, or Avengers Endgame. Like, I'm thinking of these things that, like, oh, I can't go before then, and then I'm like, but I can't survive in the meantime. I can't continue this life that I'm living. And people are so kind to me and loving and supportive, but it's not enough. Like, it's not enough to get me out of this the spell I'm under, and I don't really. I can't fathom it. I just can't. I can't work it out. I really can't. And I just feel like I'm back to square one again. Going back to antidepressants and then starting the process all over again. When I did so much work last year to get me into a place where I was, I had my moments of unhappiness and depression, but then I had my moments of elation and excitement and joy. And I've had such little of that here, and I don't know what that is about. I don't know how to get out of it. Yeah, it's hard to explain. I don't have much hope left, if any, really, for my future. I want a settled life. I want to get back into work. I want to get back into a routine. I want to get back into... And then I'm told this afternoon that I need to be more stable. But antidepressants alone are not going to make me more stable. But then how am I going to afford to live my life? Like, just live on eating and whatever. Like, you know, my beautiful friend Max has lent me her apartment until it gets rented out. I'm obviously no closer to getting back to work. I'm helping Kat with a juice bar. I'm doing all the right things, but I'm not... I feel like I'm doing the right things. But this is more than just borderline personality disorder at play here. There's more to it, and I don't think any medical professionals really hearing that. Or maybe, I mean, who am I to talk? I'm not a medical professional, am I? And I don't even know what's going on in my head. So how do I explain that? Like, I can't explain it. It just... I don't know. It's a lot. And I feel... like it's almost too much. Like it's almost... I don't feel like I'm ever getting back to the Steve that I once was. And I don't even know if that was a real Steve that people saw, that you, my friends and family, saw this, laugh, the laugh that I have, and the jovial and the jokes and the messing about and the kindness, I guess, and the I don't know if I can come back to that. I don't know if that was real or not either. Like, I don't know what's real and what's not anymore. And all I know is that what I'm living in at the present, at this very present moment, is horrible. And I can't live my life like this. I just can't. And anyway, in the what's the word I'm looking for? In the whatever I'm trying to say, I am in the end, like, I'm recording this video. I haven't done a video for a while for YouTube. I guess I'm just expressing, I'm just blurring, and I just hope tomorrow is better. I don't think it will be, but I just hope it is. But just to clarify, I do love my friends and family so much, and I thank you for doing so much for me, and I just want that stated for the record, that I know how much people love me. I mean, I don't know how to understand why or whatever, but I know how much people love me, and I want you to know how much I love you. I mean, that is one of the few things that I'm sure of at this very moment in time.